Welcome back to your personal development. For today, we are going to be talking about 5 keys to living a life well lived. So I know you've been waiting all week to get to the point where you can now learn how to live an incredible life. So today we're going to go over those 5 points. Get your pen ready, get your pencil ready, get your notepad out, because this is going to be some great, simple information. So point number 1 on how to live a life well lived is to feed your mind. Jim Rohn said, stand guard to the doors of your mind, which basically what he was saying was make sure that you are looking what is coming in your doors, which is your eyes and your ears. Those are the things that develop your thoughts and your mind. So make sure that you are feeding your mind correctly. You can choose what you are going to listen to and what you are going to accept instead of letting other people fill your mind. He said, make sure that when you are speaking, that you are speaking positive things, because what comes out of your mouth also goes into your ears. So today, point number 1, take some time to think about the things that you are paying attention to. What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you allowing into your ear doors and your eye doors? What are the things that are filling your mind? Focus on them being something that will build you and not tear you down. Things that will feed your dreams and not starve them. Get into a habit of listening and seeing and watching positive things, and watch how it changes your mindset and how it gives you the power to get into momentum and keep momentum, because progress equals happiness. If you want your mindset to constantly stay forward and continually stay positive, keep moving forward. Do that one little thing, that one video, getting on here, watching the training, doing that one thing could set the tone for the rest of your week. It would set your mindset on things that are moving forward. Some super easy things that you can do to fill your mind. Read 30 minutes a day. Read one chapter. Go through your Bible first thing in the morning. Listen to an audiobook. Watch a constructive podcast or Zoom or training. Get into the habit of finding things to build your mindset. And all you need is 30 minutes a day to accomplish things that you would never think possible if you didn't have the information. Because what we know is, how do you change your mindset? You feed it different information, because learning leads to action. And when you change your action, you can change your life. Point number 2, every day, feed and strengthen your body. Guys, doing exercise, eating healthy is another foundational key, not only for longevity for your health, but it helps with your mind clarity. It helps give you energy. It helps sustain focus throughout the day. And again, excuse me. Again, this is something as simple as 10 minutes. Start with 10 minutes a day. Do air squats, do push-ups, do standing lunges. Just those 3 things, if you do that 10 minutes a day, will change your life radically. Because if you create the discipline of doing that for your body, you will also start creating and following through on the other disciplines and habits that you're creating. So just develop that simple daily discipline of doing 10 minutes of exercise. Then once you've completed that and you feel like that's super easy now, then you can go on and start adding to it and start developing, a bigger, stronger routine. But a stronger mind and a stronger life starts with a stronger body. Number 3, get a role model. Guys, how many times have we talked about getting a mentor or finding somebody to follow that can feed you and pour into you? There's also an easy way to do this. Like I've said before, I have mentors that I've had for years and years and years and years, and I have never met them. That's because I study their books, I listen to their trainings, I follow them on social media. I allow them to feed me, even though that we've never met. The great thing is once you get a role model and you start following them, you will start learning the things and speaking the things like they do. So you will ultimately end up starting to develop some of the habits that they were able to use to be successful, to create success in your own life. So take some time today and go through and find some of those people that you can find on social media, through books, through audiobooks, through training courses, and start picking which one of those people you want to develop a mentorship relationship with. Then you can start looking towards finding events where you can actually go and meet them. Because one of the greatest things and the funnest things in my life is that I've been able to actually take the people that I listened to and read for years and develop actual relationships, spending time in their circle, finding ways to get into their circles, finding ways to get around the people that get around them so that I can start developing deeper relationships and getting more insight and mentorship. You can also look at hiring a coach. There are plenty of coaches out there that you can look for and you can hire to help with your development, to help with your training. You can look for business coaches, you can look for personal trainers, you can look for life coaches that encompass everything. You can go to your church and find a counselor that can help you through things. You can find marriage coaches. There are plenty of mentors available. You just need to look for the area that you want to have growth in and find somebody who is 3 to 5 steps ahead of you and look and reach out to them for help. Number 4, take massive action. I had a post that I was going to post this week that basically says we all have heard that knowledge is power. Now, while that is true in some sense, it's not actual power. The application of that knowledge is where the power is. So today, understand that taking action, not just action, massive action on the things that you know and the things that have been taught to you and the things that you have learned will create the results that you want. Nobody got results from just sitting and learning. It's when they started to apply and take the action is when they started getting the results. I talked about a couple of weeks ago that overwhelming offense wins games because of the fact that when you take so much massive action that you can't help but create momentum that compounds, you can win at what you're doing. So today, look at how you can take massive action on the things that you have learned and the things that you know. Number 5, finally, is give more than you expect to receive. There's a great book out there called Giver's Gain. And what they found out was the people who had so much success in their life, they did the study, and they found that the people that gave more actually received more and had greater significance value for the things that they had done than those who had not. So today, when you're thinking about leadership and how you should develop your leadership skills, look at it, how can I serve people more while expecting less in return? So when you outgive the person that you're giving to without expecting any return, that develops in you a sense of service-oriented leadership, which means you're doing it because you're moving the team forward, you're moving the mission forward, you're moving the group forward. And from that, you will start to reap a harvest. The example I like using is the farmer. The farmer plants seeds, he plants seeds, he plants seeds, he plants seeds, and the seeds have done nothing for him. He waters and he waits for the weeds to grow and he pulls the weeds. He's doing all of the work, and then all of a sudden there's a harvest. So look for ways to help and to give of your time, talents, and resources without an expectation that people can give you anything back. Because when you start giving freely from yourself, freely from your heart, it will compound and return back to you. You know, the law of reciprocity basically says if you do and you give, it will be given back to you at a greater measure and a tenfold return. So, to recap today, the 5 ways that you can live a life that is incredible. It would be number 1, feed your mind. Number 2, every day, feed and strengthen your body. Number 3, find and get a role model or mentor. 4, take massive action on the information and the knowledge that you have. And finally, number 5, give more and expect less in return. Guys, I hope this helped give you some ideas on how to go out today and create the life that you've always wanted. Go out and make it an amazing day. And I hope your day is as awesome as you are. See ya.